Hey ladies, it's your girl Chatty Chik Lipstik. I'm here. I know it seems like it's been a while, what a week, and I'm happy to be back and chatting with you guys. This has been a busy week, as you guys know how it can be sometimes for those who are working in and outside the home. It can be busy during the week, especially if you have young ones, as I do. I have 4 young ones and a husband, so that tends to be busy when you're working outside of the home. So it's been a bit busy, and but I'm just so happy that it's Friday. Woo! I am so excited. I tell you, I'll be looking as soon as it hit Monday. I'll be looking forward to Friday. And it's not so much that it's just busy throughout the week, and I'm just ready to just kind of let my hair down and just have a good time with my family. And speaking of hair, no, this is not. I did go to work today, and I did not wear this scarf today, even though it's fabulous, because my husband got it for me. But no, you know how at the end of the day, I just kind of like to wind down and just kind of chill out a little bit. And I was like, okay, I do want to post a video, but I do not want to get up there looking a hot mess. And my hair is in that state where I had it straight, and it's starting to come. My natural is starting to seep through. So I was like, I don't feel like doing my hair for this video, so I'm just gonna throw on a scarf. And I found this scarf right here, which I love. Now I normally wouldn't wear it as a head scarf, but I was like, why not? This is something completely different. And like I said, besides, my husband got it for me as a gift. So I said, let me just throw this on real quick, because you know how we get, ladies. Sometimes when we're tired, we don't feel like doing nothing with our hair. We just go in our closet and pull out one of our favorite scarves, and that's what I did today. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this scarf on and call it a day. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I don't, I'm not gonna. It's gonna be days that I come out just straight up how I am, natural, and I was like, this was the look that I rocked today. As far as I didn't put any makeup on today. That's pretty much because I didn't have the time to, but that's another story. But I was like, I did my hair, but by the end of the day, your hair is just kind of like a mess. So that's where I was today. I was just like, okay, I'm going to come up here, but I don't want to come up here looking a hot mess. But anyways, I'm so looking forward to next week, because I'll be off of work. Well, of course, I have to work Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. But we're going to be off for the rest of the week for Thanksgiving. I'm so excited about that. So I'm looking forward to the turkey, the ham, all of the dressings and so forth. And it's actually going to be our first time spending it in our new home. So I was like, we normally go and kind of hang out with family or so forth. And but we were like, this Thanksgiving, we're going to spend it at our new place, as well as Christmas. I think we're going to be here. We normally go to our in-laws, well, my in-laws in Florida, but we're going to stay here for Christmas this year, which I'm excited about too, because like I said, we get to spend it in our new home for the first time. But anyways, I know in my intro video, I did mention some things, my reasons behind coming up with Chatty Chik and doing the whole Facebook page and YouTube channel and so forth. And I told you guys that we're going to be discussing topics and so forth, and fashion. I mean, just a lot of things. We're not going to stick on to one topic. I'm just going to kind of jump around with different things as it, I just let it flow. And I'm excited about how that's going so far. But I mean, some of the things that I didn't mention in my video was, I introduced Chatty Chik Lipstik, but I didn't tell you a little bit. For those who don't know me, I didn't tell you about myself. And just to kind of give you a brief bio of who I am, pretty much I am a mother of 4. I've been married to my wonderful husband for 13 years. We've been together 14 years. And like I said, I have 4 children. Ages, my son, I have 3 boys and 1 girl. My son will be 12 tomorrow, actually, which I'm just so excited about that. I know he's so excited. My son, Zaire, my second born, he's 10. My daughter is 8. And then I have my youngest son is 6. So yes, I am a mother, a working mother at that. Not knocking the stay-at-home moms, because I was a stay-at-home mom for the longest time. So a lot of people just kind of misconstrue and think that stay-at-home moms don't do nothing. Ladies, you know how it is. We know what we do. If no one else knows, we know that staying at home, it's a lot of work. It's definitely a lot of work. But yeah, I'm out. I'm working now, which I am excited about as well. But you know, ladies, how we get to, and after work, we just kind of want to just relax and kind of chill out and just, you know, let our hair down and just, you know, just be us, you know. And that's one of the things that I'm kind of encouraging too with Chatty Chik Lipstik is just kind of embracing yourself, your natural beauty, just being who you are, authentic. And that's who I feel like this is me. This is me at the end of the day. This is me, me without makeup, me with a scarf on. Of course, my hair is not done, but it's me just raw. So, but anyways, just kind of get on some things about myself, and just some of the things that some of you females are kind of dealing with or kind of struggling with and trying to find your way through life as far as what is it that, you know, I'm at a job right now. And this is just in general, not myself, but, you know, you may be in a job right now that you're just so unhappy about and you're just like, okay, Lord, I'm just so sick of this job. If someone do one more thing, I'm gone. I can't take nothing else. And you may see yourself, find yourself at that job or wherever, you know, or a point in your life where you just not happy and you just kind of trying to figure it out and like, Lord, what is my purpose? What am I here for? And you just kind of, you know, you spending time on that and just kind of getting really frustrated about, you know, what is it that you should be doing. And like, I don't know, for me, just to speak about myself, I was in that state for so long, just trying to figure out, okay, Lord, you know, I'm doing a job here, job there, and I thought this was what I wanted to do, which is, you know, fashion. I wanted to be involved in fashion, anything fashion, in which not quite naturally, you know, I found myself being in retail, which I hated. I really hated it. I loved being around the clothes and the fashion, but I felt like I couldn't really move in the way that freely how I wanted to, and as far as helping ladies really find the outfit or whatever they were looking for, the outfit for whatever occasion. I just felt like I wasn't free to really move in that and operate in that whole type setting. You know, I was the cashier and so forth, and fitting room attendant and stuff that I just didn't really care too much for. But anyways, I worked in retail, was unhappy, and found myself a lot of the time trying to figure out what it was that I wanted to do. And my husband was saying, he was one I was like, well, baby, I can see you teaching. And I was like, baby, I didn't care too much for school myself, even though, you know, to put it out there, I did do good in school. I did really well in school, but I did not care too much for school. So I said, I don't want to go back to school and, you know, and teach. No, that's not what I want to do. And like I said, for the longest time, I kind of struggled with that, trying to figure out what it is that I wanted to do. And I would find myself looking for, when I wasn't working, it was a lot of times within my work history where there were gaps that I wasn't working, and I was trying to figure out what it was that I wanted to do. And still, I was just finding it hard. I was like, okay, I know what I don't want to do, you know, but I don't know what it is that I really want to do. And like I said, I find myself majority of the time just frustrated. Just like, okay, I don't know what it is that I really want to do. I know some things that I like, but do I see myself doing that forever? You know, do I see myself really being happy and fulfilled in that job setting? And most of the time when I asked myself that question, I was like, no, that's not something I really want to do. I could see myself doing it for a little while, but after a while, I know that I will get tired of it. Just like with the retail, I was in there when I started out. Initially, like when you start out doing something, you're kind of like excited about it and thrilled and like, oh, yay, I'm happy. But I found myself really getting tired of it really quick. And so, I mean, for those of you who are just kind of trying to seeking like, okay, what is it that I'm supposed to be doing? I find myself being unhappy in what I thought I would enjoy doing. I'm just not happy. I'm waking up every morning and just dreading going to work, which I've been there numerous times. Until like just recently, I really found myself like really asking God, like, what is it that you have for me, God? Like, what is it that I'm supposed to be doing? What is my calling? Because I know that whatever calling you have for me, that I will feel fulfilled, you know, and ultimately God will get the glory in it. And I, you know, found myself asking myself that. And it's funny because my husband and I would sit and talk as we do all the time. And it was just like, well, he always, like I said, he would always mention, okay, I see you teach. I know you don't see it, baby, but you're supposed to be teaching it. And he never said a teacher. I just kind of narrowed it down to like a teacher. Like when he said teacher, I'm thinking, he said teaching, I'm thinking teacher at a school, in a school setting, not in any other type of setting. So when I, as I kind of sat and pondered on some things, I was just like, okay, Lord, what is it that you have for me? And I find myself more so, like I said, I'm on social media, and not like a lot of people are, to the point where it's just like they're addicted to it, they have to be on it all the time. I found myself in moments going on there more so than I used to, but I had to really pull back on when it comes to social media and just TV and other things as well. But I really found myself like, okay, my husband is, he went to school for ministry. His calling is ministry, and we know that, and we've already talked about it. I knew that from the day that I met him, and it's crazy because I look at him and admire him for that, because he knows what his calling is, and he's always operating in his calling. But I was just like, he was always, well, baby, you need to be doing this, and I was like, what, I know your calling is in ministry, but mine's not. And more that I've been seeking God and just asking him, what is it that you're supposed to be doing? What am I supposed to be doing? What is it that you have for me, God? I know that whatever you have for me, whatever you're calling for me to do, that I'm going to be fulfilled. But like I said, you're going to get the glory in it. And I found myself, something that I've always wanted to do was to do YouTube. I was looking into YouTube and makeup and outfit of the day type videos. And I was kind of stuck on that for the longest time. And then, like I said, I found myself kind of getting really pulled into that. So I was like, okay, I got to watch out for that. So just recently, we have been talking about it. Okay, well, we can get up, we need to, I think my husband had talked about getting on Facebook and start talking about some things. And he actually went on there and started setting up the page and stuff, because we always talked about it for the last few years. But he was like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do it. And I'm thankful for him that he did go ahead and start it, because if he hadn't started, the Feeding Ground Ministries, if you guys don't know about that, it's a marriage, that Feeding Ground Ministries is based on marriage. We're talking about marriage, relationships, and so forth. And it's to really kind of pour into marriages, because that's what's needed right now. It's a lot of divorce. The divorce rate is skyrocketing, and we just kind of feel like God is really leading us into a ministry when it comes to marriage, and not just marriage, but just relationships in general. And he was like, I'm gonna go ahead and get up there and get this together, because we've been talking about it all this long. So he went up there and started setting up the pages, and then I had been mentioning to him about Chatty Chik. Like, I think we started talking about it at the beginning of last year actually, because I was trying to figure out a name. I was like, I want to figure out a name, something, and it took me forever to figure out a name. So I was like, I can't really start a page without coming up with a name first. So it took a while then, and then I really was thinking about it and praying on it. I was like, okay, this is the name. And so he went up there this year, just shortly before he did we did Chatty Chik Lipstik first. He set that up a page for me on Facebook, and then it went on and started doing did the YouTube and everything for me as well. And then we did the Feeding Ground together, which is a page that we come on and talk together. We kind of dialogue together about that. But like I said, he's got up there and done that, and it's kind of motivated me. And we did our first video, and I was just like, you know what? This is what I'm supposed to be doing. It's like a light bulb went off in my head, like ministry, And I was like, my husband always kept saying you're supposed to be teaching, and I was just kind of narrow-minded in the sense where I was just like, teacher, high school setting, and it's like light bulb went off. No, ministry. You talk just like you're talking now. That's what I want you to do. I want you to speak to young women. I want you to speak to couples. I want you to just tell people about me. And that's what I just kind of feel like, just the last few videos that I've done, whether it was on Chatty Chik or Feeding Ground Ministry with my husband, I really feel kind of like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And I know it's crazy because, like I said, I just like, okay, I've done a few videos, and yes, I mean, not too many people know me, which is not an issue, but I just, for those who I have reached, or those who've been touched in any kind of way on my message from Chatty Chik Lipstik, or the one my husband and I do, I feel like reaching one person or even touching one person, that's a change in itself. So I just feel, I feel really excited about this journey that we're on together. And that I know that whatever, I feel like this is what God has been calling me to do all along. And I just feel like, okay, God, I know you've been telling me all this long and I'm just getting started. But God is like, so what? I'm going to get you, I'm going to, as long as you continue to study my word and to seek me, then, and put my word out there to glorify my name, then I'm going to, we're gonna continue moving, and hopefully that we're touching people in the process. And I know that anything that you do through God, you're gonna touch people. So I'm just thankful for that. And just for like I said, I would just encourage you guys to just really seek God on what it is that your calling is, because I know a lot of us are just so unhappy, and we're just like, Lord, what is it that we're supposed to be doing? And I would instruct you to really listen to God, listen to what He's telling you, because I think He's told you what He wants you to do and even try to show you. But I think sometimes we get so focused on what we want to do, what it is that we want to do. And we're just hoping that God just fall alongside the things that we want to do. And that's not how it works. We need to let go, relinquish control, and allow God to really move in our lives. And then we'll see what direction He takes us in. Because like I said, I feel like all along I've been trying to go off what it was that I wanted to do as opposed to what God has been telling me, me what to do. I've been asking the Lord, reveal to me what it is that you want to do, but I wasn't listening. And I think like most of us, we're like, okay, God, what is it that you want me to do? And He done showed us in so many cases that, okay, this is what I want you to be doing. And yet you're like, okay, that's not what I want to be doing. I want to do this. And then you get that job and you find yourself unhappy and just dreading going to work every morning, and then acting up on to share with everybody, I hate this job, I don't like this job, and so forth. So I would just encourage you to just seek Him and really listen to what He's telling you, what He has in store for you, because I feel like God has great things in store for each one of us. And we all have different talents, and we're only able to really use those talents, and He reveals those talents to us when we're actually ready to hear Him and listen to Him. So I feel like right now, God is telling me, okay, this is what I want you to be doing. Okay. And, don't forsake the small beginnings. And yeah, this is we're just starting out. But I know that God is going to really move, because like I said, I know this is what I'm supposed to be doing. So, like I said, I just encourage you ladies to just seek God. Whatever it is that you want for your life or in your life, seek Him and really listen to what He wants, to what He's telling you, and not try to go based on what you think you should be doing. Because like I said, ultimately you will find fulfillment in the things of God, and the things that we want tend to be temporary. That you get in there one moment and then you're happy, and then you find yourself not being happy and unfulfilled. So so just kind of get it. I just wanted to put that out there for you guys, and just something for you to kind of ponder on, because I've thought about it, and I just feel like, okay, if I would have listened a while ago, I would have really been further along. But I feel too that God, He has to take us through some things sometimes in order to get us to where He wants us to be. And I feel like that's where, okay, God, I was trying to do my own thing for so long, but I feel like I went through some things to get to where I am now. And I think sometimes some of the things that we go through that we think, okay, this is just terrible or horrible or whatever, not saying that God takes us there, we take ourselves there, but God allow us to go because we're trying to lead our own paths. We're trying to lead our own life. So He allow us to do what we want to do. But then I think it becomes our testimony in the end. I did this, I was doing this, I was doing my own thing, and then, now I'm at this spot now. So I think I'm where I'm supposed to be right now. I feel like I could have been there sooner, but God allowed me to do what I wanted to do. And now He's like, okay, you're ready. Okay, I see that you're ready. I know you're ready to see how, what I have in store for you now. And I've been waiting on you all along, my child. Now you're finally like, okay, God, I'm done trying to do it on my own. I'm tired of trying to try to figure out what's going to make me happy. And so, like I said, now I'm just like, Lord, use me in whatever way you see fit. And I know that it's to really pour into you guys. Like I said, it's gonna, I'm gonna have topics. We're gonna talk about topics, and we're gonna have fun doing it, because you can still enjoy God and love God, but you can also, like fashion and enjoy fashion. But I think it's what you allow to become, what you don't want to let these things, fashion and so forth, take over your lives, and you find yourself putting God out of the picture. So I feel like it has to be God, center of everything. Seek me and all things shall be added. You seek God, and He's gonna provide. He's gonna give you the things that you desire. So I feel like in this sense that He's saying, you know what, you're surrendering yourself, and I'm gonna show you what I was trying to show you all along. So I'm just ready, and I'm enjoying the ride right now. And like I said, this is something new that my husband and I have been, we've started up, but we're both excited, about what God is going to do. So, like I said, things that you can look forward to this weekend. I'm going to try to post some pics, because I didn't get around to doing it this week. It's just been crazy busy. And then by the time I get home, I'm just exhausted. And I see myself wanting to give you guys all of me and not just halfway do it. So I was like, I'm not going to post, I wasn't going to post anything this week, but Saturday and Sunday, definitely look forward to, I'm going to post a pic of my modest outfit for Sunday, but I may throw some pictures in there tomorrow. I don't know. We just kind of go with the flow of things, and just stay tuned for some more interesting topics that I've been working on and just praying about. And just, be looking out, ladies. I got some things in store for you guys. And just like I said, I've some fun things, some topics to discuss. I'm going to really put it out there. And just hope you guys give me some feedback. And just, participate in some things, because, like I said, it's going to be some fun things. And if you guys haven't already, I posted a link as far as to figure out what your fashion sense is, your fashion style. As I mentioned, mine is eclectic, which I like to kind of throw a range of things in there. And I tend to kind of just dress based on how I feel, which I've mentioned before. And it's a mixture of things, edgy, chic, like I said, my main one that I tend to go to is eclectic, because you could throw anything in the mix. And that tends to be me, because I don't really put too much thought into it. It's just whatever feels good for me at the time. Whatever speaks me, that's what I do. And it's not that I was going for an eclectic look. It's just that when I looked and when I noticed, when I looked up the styles, what different styles were, mine happened to be eclectic. And it wasn't like I was going for eclectic look. And like some of you guys tend to go for a more traditional, plain Jane type, more edgy, bohemian, artsy, for those who are really artistic, artsy, like they tend to kind of go for more of the prints and stuff like that. So I would just encourage you, if you don't know what your fashion sense is, go check out the link that I had posted a couple of weeks ago on your fashion. It's like a fashion sense test survey type thing, and you do the little test, and then I guess by whatever answers, whatever questions there are, go ahead and give the answers, and then they're going to kind of generate what type of style you tend to kind of lean towards. So I advise you to go do that. But just until next time, you guys keep chatting it up, and then enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.